In a world dominated by technology, it's easy to forget the core survival skills that our grandparents mastered. But are we, as bushcraft enthusiasts, ready to pass these essential skills down to our children and grandchildren? This is more than just survival. It's a connection to our roots, our ancestors, and nature itself. And in today's fast-paced, digital world, it's more important than ever to ensure that the next generation is equipped with these timeless skills. Teaching survival skills isn't just about passing on tradition. It's about empowering the next generation to connect with nature, to respect the environment, and to face any challenge that comes their way. In today's video, we'll explore 5 critical survival skills every child should learn and how we, as seasoned bushcrafters, can guide them through the process. These are skills that, once learned, will stay with them for life. Skills that could one day mean the difference between safety and danger, comfort and hardship. Making a fire safely. The first and perhaps most fundamental skill, making fire. Teaching your kids how to build and control a fire is one of the most valuable lessons in survival. Fire can provide warmth, light, protection, and the ability to cook food. It's a tool that can turn a dire situation into a manageable one, but only if handled with respect and knowledge. Fire can be our greatest ally in survival situations, but only if we know how to control it. So today, we're going to start by teaching young ones how to build a fire safely and responsibly. We're using the teepee method today. It's one of the most beginner-friendly ways to get a fire going. The key is to start small, with dry kindling and twigs, and to gradually add larger pieces of wood as the fire grows. Patience is everything when it comes to fire building. The satisfaction of creating fire with your own hands is a rite of passage. But it's equally important to teach them how to put out the fire, ensuring safety for everyone involved. Make sure they understand that fire is not something to be taken lightly. It's a tool that requires respect and responsibility. And always leave the environment as you found it, or better. Navigating with nature. The second critical skill, navigation. In an age where GPS and smartphones rule, knowing how to navigate using nature signs is a timeless skill that will never become obsolete. Technology can fail, batteries die, signals get lost, but nature is always there to guide us if we know how to read it. It's easy to get lost in the wilderness, but the sun, the stars, and the trees are always there to guide us. Let's start by learning how to use the sun to figure out which direction we're headed. Where does the sun rise? That's right, in the east. And if we know that, we can start orienting ourselves, even without a compass or GPS. Teaching children to navigate without technology also teaches patience and observation, 2 skills that are becoming harder to find in a world dominated by instant gratification. Encourage them to look for landmarks, to pay attention to the position of the sun and the stars, and to always be aware of their surroundings. This kind of mindful awareness can not only help them in the wilderness, but also in everyday life. Finding and purifying water. The third essential skill, finding and purifying water. Water is life, but not all water is safe to drink. Teaching children to identify clean water sources and purify them is one of the most valuable survival skills. It's an essential part of any bushcraft experience because no matter how prepared you are, you'll always need water. There are several ways to purify water: boiling, filtering, and using purification tablets. But what we're doing today is using a simple portable filter. It's easy and quick, and something even kids can learn to use effectively. Make sure they understand that even if water looks clean, it could still carry bacteria or other harmful organisms. This is also a great opportunity to teach them about respecting nature. Clean water is a precious resource, and it's not always readily available in the wild. By teaching kids how to find and purify water, we're also teaching them to appreciate and protect the environment around them. Building a shelter. The fourth skill, building a shelter. Knowing how to construct a basic shelter to protect yourself from the elements is one of the most crucial survival skills. Whether it's rain, cold, or even the sun, a good shelter can mean the difference between a comfortable night and a miserable one. When you're in the wilderness, your shelter is your best protection against the cold, rain, and even heat. Let's start with a simple lean-to structure, perfect for teaching beginners and kids alike. It's all about using the resources that nature provides. You don't need fancy tools, just a good eye for materials and some patience. leaves for insulation, sticks for structure. It's all here in the forest. Teaching children to build a shelter not only helps them feel safe in the wild, but also instills a sense of accomplishment and self-reliance. They'll come to understand that they can survive, even thrive, with what nature provides. Finding food in the wild. The fifth and final skill, foraging for food. Knowing how to identify edible plants and berries can be the difference between life and death in a survival situation. Not everything you see in the forest is safe to eat, and some plants can even be poisonous. That's why it's crucial to teach kids the difference between what's edible and what's toxic. Here, let's start with something simple. These berries are safe, but always be cautious. It's important to always cross-check what you find. Some plants can look almost identical to poisonous ones, so it's better to err on the side of caution. In a real survival situation, you'd only eat what you're absolutely sure is safe. Foraging teaches kids more than just survival. It teaches them to respect the environment, to understand where food comes from, and to develop a closer bond with nature. And with that bond comes a deeper appreciation for the delicate balance of the natural world. Passing down survival skills isn't just about teaching practical lessons. It's about building confidence, fostering resilience, and creating lifelong memories in nature. Each skill we pass on becomes part of a tradition that connects us to the past and prepares us for the future. These skills aren't just about surviving, they're about thriving. And the best part? You're not just teaching them to survive in the wild. You're giving them the tools to handle whatever life throws their way. So, whether you're a parent, a grandparent, or simply someone who loves the outdoors, take the time to pass down these skills. You never know when they might need them. Now, if this video resonated with you, if you felt that connection to the lessons of our past and the importance of passing them on to the next generation, don't stop here. Your adventure is just beginning. Head down to the comments, where I've shared a link to a curated collection of the best outdoor and bushcraft gear available. From fire starters to portable water filters and durable backpacks, everything you need to prepare for your next adventure is right there. This isn't just about buying gear. It's about investing in yourself, in your family, and in future generations. The tools we use are an extension of the skills we teach, and having the right gear can turn a survival lesson into a lifelong passion for the outdoors. Click the link, explore the range of products, and take the next step in your bushcraft journey. Remember, the wilderness waits for no one. Be prepared, be confident, be self-reliant, and most importantly, pass it on.